Hello, and welcome to Esoteric Book Talks. I'm Colleen, and I'm a traditional astrologer and a student still learning. Let's get into it talking about This Is Your Destiny. In this book, she basically takes what you think you know about astrology, I guess you're gonna hear my cat. Shh. This is by Aliza Kelly, who is a profound, prolific, fellow Capricorn rising astrologer and spiritual person. This book rules because it's practical. Like, for whatever point you are in astrology, there's something for you in this book, I'd say. Like, she does a great job weaving in story with astrology practice. And there's like a bunch of resources at the end of the book. She has a whole table section, right? So like not only the birth chart, but like this is all the different topics of the houses. I don't agree with all of them. Like for example, she put colleagues in the third house, and I just have always heard that associated with the sixth house because it's like you see them daily, but I digress. She's got one on planetary speeds, for example, the moon, and then it says the keyword, which is emotions. It spends about 2.5 days in each zodiac sign, and then complete cycle is 28 days, as we know. There's a little typo on this page. It says the Venus is in a zodiac sign for a year and completes the cycle in a year. I'm pretty sure that it's usually only in a sign for about 6 weeks or so, 5 weeks maybe. And I think it's an 18-month cycle. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Then table 3 is amazing. So we've got all the zodiac signs down the side, and then across the top, all the different planets with keywords. So if you like have, for example, the Scorpio Mars, and you're like, what does that mean? All you gotta do, go to Scorpio, go over to Mars right here, strategic, powerful, penetrative. Oh my God. And then aspects. So if you see those lines in the middle of your chart and you're like, I don't know what that means. Here you go. A trine. Got the little glyph right there. We got the 180 degrees, what it means, which is planets in the same element, like air, earth, fire, water, for example. And then a little description of the impact. So it's positive energy, which is understood and validated because they share the same element, right? We got a rulership chart. So if something is in its domicile, which is its home sign, like Cancer and the moon, or Leo and the sun, for example, or in its detriment. So for example, the moon, right, is happy in Cancer. It's at home there. Capricorn is opposite, 180 degrees to it. So that's where it's in detriment. And she's got a nice little graphic explaining that. And then the section on birth charts that I mentioned. So the reason I really like this book is because I know a decent amount about traditional astrology. I know a lot about modern astrology. I have heard of manifesting, and like, of course, on a new moon, I will do such a thing, but I don't think it's ever been so, like, tangible, so practically laid out on how astrology and then manifesting can sort of, like, be one and the same, I guess. And in the book, at the end of each chapter, she includes a manifestation practice, one for the physical plane and then one for the astral plane, or like internal versus external, right? And I want to read this quote where she kind of explains it. It's in the intuition part, and I just really like it, so here you go. Manifestations help us connect with energy on both an astral and physical level. By establishing an active role in your consciousness, you identify, harness, and direct your energy towards a higher purpose. Of course, it's important to note that the outcome of your manifestation will always reflect your reality. Likewise, honesty and transparency are absolutely essential as you approach each area of your life with dynamic awareness. In order to create the life you want, you need to first acknowledge what you desire. And I really like that these manifestations that are included. See, look here, we got intuition manifestation, that's the astral one. And then the other one is the physical or external. I will probably come back to this book, and if I feel like I want to manifest, I don't know, some intimacy, or like have a deeper look at my intimacy or money or sense of knowing myself or so on, I will probably look at these manifestations and do them, because I didn't do all of them while I was reading the book. I did some of them if I felt like I needed them. But I really could see myself picking this up and being like, oh yeah, like I dog-eared, or whatever you want to call it, quite a few of them. Another thing that's really great in this book is that she includes journal prompts for each of the different topics, which again, I think I did like half of them. Some of them I just didn't feel so inspired to write, and I just thought about it, but I think it was still very, very useful. I also appreciate Aliza Kelly in this book because I think she makes a lot of really good analogies to help people who don't know anything about astrology sort of understand why they should care and not generalize it or see it as a threat to society. So, like, one analogy she makes that I really liked was astrology, like a camera, is an instrument designed to shift your perspective. Exactly. Same thing with manifesting, I guess, right? That's where you like zoom out, look at your life, introspect on what it is you desire, and then actualize that in whatever way, physically or internally, you choose. Aliza Kelly, if you're watching this, thank you for writing this book. The practicalness of the tables is very pleasing to me. The yellowness of the cover is just beautiful. The font, incredible. And if you're somebody that is doing or wanting to start doing natal chart readings, this book could also be very useful for you because of the way that she lets you in a little bit on how she encourages her peeps, her clients, to be introspective about their life. She doesn't go into super detail with it, but for me, as somebody who does offer natal chart readings, if you'd like to book one, check the description. I just think it was very inspiring to see how she could sort of just encourage them to be vulnerable. And also, she was very vulnerable in this book, talking about some harder times in her life with the Saturn return chapter. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to read a quote from that. Let's end this with some Saturn realness, man. So in the intentions chapter, I think she does another really great job of boiling down astrology to a very simple, like when you're sick and you need a saltine, right? Okay, just take it in. So let's read. During the Saturn return, we are often moved to reevaluate our place in the world, separating our purpose from the templates set forth by our external influences, such as parents, teachers, peers, and greater society. On the other side of the Saturn return, we reemerge as our own fathers, so to speak. We report to ourselves, we make our own rules, we give less shits about what others think of us. Likewise, our professional trajectory is often aligned with Saturn. So the part about becoming your own father, I think is very useful to understand as the Saturn return. Because Saturn return is another one of those things where like everybody's heard about it, sort of like Mercury retrograde, but nobody really knows quite what it means. or how to manifest with it, right? And in that book, she talks about intention, which is, I'd say, a Saturn word. I recommend for anyone interested in manifesting. I recommend for anyone wanting to learn more about astrology. I recommend for people who are doing or wanting to start to do natal chart readings. I recommend because it's pretty also, which is like a valid reason. Because this font, this color, you kidding? I don't know if you can see it. There's like little stars on it. Like, bro, I really want to release a book about astrology. First I have to learn more, but this is honestly goals. So not content-wise, I don't think we'll do it about manifesting. I don't know what I'll do it about, but as far as design, really good. If you liked this video and you want to see more esoteric book talks, give it a like, comment something, I don't know, and please subscribe. I will be doing more videos like this, including astro education on what all of the things that you don't know mean, as well as probably some horoscopes, and I have a few other things up my sleeve that I hope to share with you soon. So, I'm Colleen. Thanks for watching this video, and see ya!